Hello everybody, my name is Benjamin Bloom and I have just witnessed Aston Villa 2, West Bromwich Albion 1 in the first playoff semi-final, and it did not disappoint. A lot of stuff to talk about. West Brom taking the lead and Villa making the comeback, and a very key player for West Brom getting sent off. The pendulum well and truly swinging from West Brom to Aston Villa in the last 20 minutes of that game. Here is what happened. Villa line up. We know with Dean Smith it's going to be 4-1, 4-1. Steering goal. El Mohammadi, Tuan Zabi, Mings and Taylor are the back four. In front of the back four, Glenn Whelan. Then the four across midfield, we've got Adoma, Grealish, McGinn, El Ghazi, with Tammy Abraham up front. So all those players who were rested that we thought were going to come back have all come back. Abraham, Grealish, McGinn, Mings, all rested and back in the team, albeit Abraham back from injury. West Brom with a, let's call it a 3-4-3, but you'll see about 20 minutes into the game that it's really not. So Johnston in goal, Dawson, Bartley and Higazi, three strapping centre halves. Holgate, right wing back, starts the game at wing back. Don't shoot me in the comments. Gibbs, left wing back. Johansson and Brunt are sitting in central midfield with Phillips off to the right, Jay Rodriguez off to the left, and Dwight Gale is down the middle. Up front, Jack Grealish gets his standard smashing early in the game. After the second foul, 2 minutes in, ref actually pulls Brunt over for a word. He's going to try and be on top of these tackles today. Very, very loud in Villa Park. 40,000 people in today. And in the third minute, it's an early chance for Villa. And for about 60, 70 minutes of the game, it's probably the best chance that the Villains are going to get. Grealish, quick, clever corner into McGinn, who's like run over to take it short. Grealish quickly knocks to him. McGinn spins, crosses it on the left foot. Whelan's in the middle of the goal, like 7 yards out, heads it over. Good chance there for Whelan. After about 5 minutes, it's fairly clear that out of possession, the Baggies are really falling into a 5-4-1 style formation. Fullbacks right back and wide forward players coming back too. After 6 minutes, Mings and Gale are going at it. Worth keeping an eye on that one. 8, Adoma in off the right, shoots well over from 25 yards. Villa on top. West Brom trying everything they can do early on just to take the sting out of it. Slow passing around the back there. Even when a chance to counter came, they still knocked it back and played it slowly just to try and kill this crowd. 10 minutes, straight free kick goes in. Taylor and Steer getting a right mess here, and they get lucky. You're right muddle, it goes back across the goal. They're both getting each other's way. It gets cleared. The next phase, though, is across the box. From right to left, Jay Rodriguez is 25 yards out. He leans back, curls it right-footed. Absolutely beautiful strike. Going in the top corner. Steer, I think, gets a fingertip onto it. It's off the bar. Gale coming in is offside. Haven't seen a replay, but Tyrone Mings was very quickly over to Steer, the keeper, to say, well done. This is the quality that West Brom have got up front. And even if they do sit back, they can still put goals in. 14 minutes, El Mohammadi down the right. Good cross from deep here. Abraham central, really spectacular effort here. On the volley, kind of falling to his left-hand side. Gets a good contact and it is just over. So you've got the story here. West Brom sitting back, trying to take the sting out of it. Are they sitting back for a draw, or can they go one better? Well, on 15 minutes, yes, they can. They take the lead, and James Sharn's plan is going perfectly at this point. So Grealish receives it from Whelan. He plays it back. It's not a terrible pass, but Whelan gets his feet all in a muddle and it runs past him. So West Brom have managed to break Villa's press without even touching the ball, and Dwight Gale is onto it and he's off. He's in between the two centre backs, and I have to say from this moment on, this is just brilliant from Gale. He gets it out of his feet. He charges on, shifts it onto his left foot. He's on the edge of the box. Steer sets himself, but before he can do anything, Gale with the left foot, absolute laser finish into the corner, and West Brom have capitalised on a mistake and taken the lead in this one. We said it all season about West Brom. Don't know what the strategy is particularly, don't know what the philosophy is particularly, but if you've got players of that quality, it was Barnes at the start of the season, Gale and Rodriguez, you will get goals. And he pounces on that mistake and he makes them pay 1-0 West Brom, and they have suckered the atmosphere here. James Sean out into his technical box. He's saying to his wide players, go wide, go deep, sit back now. Let's sit on this lead. This is tournament football now, not league football. One-off game. They don't care how ugly this is. They are going to sit back and defend their lead. Now, 17. Grealish, great dribble here. Gets loose to El Ghazi. He hits it right foot. It takes a nick, and Johnston is down to gather that one. Lots of space opening up. I'm wondering, will Dean Smith just drop McGinn back or Grealish back alongside Whelan, who's got a huge space? It's a low block defence, a row of 5, a row of 4, and Gale up front. They're either going to play the channels or Matt Phillips is going to try and carry it up. There's a big space. Will Dean Smith move from his principles and just shift into a 4-2-3-1? Maybe McGinn goes in there and Grealish into a more central 10 position. We will wait and see. That's where the space is. Good drive from McGinn. Up to the edge of the box. Shot blocked wide for a corner here. Short corner to Grealish. He drives that one right from the left-hand side here. Ghazi lifts it in from centre-half here. Gale finds a yard here. He knocks it off to Rodriguez in space. First time over the crossbar. Not a good finish, but just to prove that the threat will still be there. 32, McGinn robs Holgate here, pulls him down, the first yellow card for West Brom. And then we have to go into stoppage time. Mings up the pitch. He tries a Vincent Kompany. Not quite the same result here. Straight through to Johnson. So, half-time. West Brom are winning this one 1-0, and they look reasonably comfortable. They're driving Villa wide with this very, very deep 5-4-1 formation. Whenever Villa cross it in the box, we know how good Higazi is in the air, and Bartley and Dawson heading the other stuff away. Congested in the middle with Johansson and Brunt. It doesn't look like Villa are going to find a way through at this point. It's tournament football, as I keep saying. They've snatched that goal. They did hit the bar as well. We know they've got that quality up front, and then reverted into this defensive position, probably thinking if we get a one-off game against Aston Villa at the Hawthorns with either a 1-goal lead or even level pegging, they would fancy their chances there, West Brom, and that seems to be the tactic. Villa, are they going to stick to their guns, or are they going to change anything? There's Codger on the bench. There's Hourihane, who, given the space that Whelan's got, may be a better option there. What will Dean Smith do? Well, he doesn't react first, because James Sean is the first manager to make a sub in this one. Tyrone Mears coming in for Craig Dawson, who went down at the end of the first half. Higazi goes through the back of Abraham. He takes a yellow card there. 48, corner out to McGinn, edge of the box, smashes this one over. 50, long straight baggage free kick here. Phillips heads that one Taylor. I think he's trying to head it across the goal there. 51, Abraham gets round Higazi. They get round the back for once. This is virtually the only time Villa managed to get round in those positions in this period of the game. Into the box, blocked out at the near post. 52 now, you can see they're building up pressure. Can they create that big chance? Grealish to the edge of the box. Whelan drives it low from the D. As you'd expect from Whelan, not much flair, but he gets it on target, and it's blocked out in the crowd there. Nice ball wide by Whelan this time. El Ghazi has swapped wings. He's over on the right-hand side. Crosses it, and Abraham glances this one wide, but he's under pressure. They are not creating that big chance that they need here. Villa, lots of territory. Grealish left-footed long ranger. El Ghazi shoots from outside the box. They're all long rangers. These are all low percentage chances. If they cannot play through here, it's going to be a ball in the box or a long ranger, and West Brom seem happy with balls in the box, and with Johnston in goal, happy to concede long range shots here. They still have the lead 1-0. 61, key moment here. We didn't think it was at the time. Yellow for Dwight Gale. He takes the long throws here. James Shan saying, look, if we get a throw in, we've got such a low block, we'll bring the centre-halves forward and try and create a chance from that. So Dwight Gale now on a yellow card from 61 minutes. El Ghazi off the left here, long ranger, dribbles through. So the first 65 minutes before these changes, it's all right for West Brom, really. They have the plan, they get the goal, they sit back, and no big chances. I think the biggest chance for Villa was on 3 minutes when Whelan heads over. Since West Brom went the goal up and folded back into that position, no big chances conceded. So you'd have to say West Brom are getting this very right at this stage. Very frustrating for the Villa fans, but from a tournament football, shut up saying tournament football, I know, perspective, this is exactly what they should be doing against a good Villa team. Jacob Murphy comes in for Matt Phillips on the right wing. Conor Hourihane comes in for Glenn Whelan. He's going to sit in exactly the same position, but we know a bit more expansive with that left foot of his, bit of a better passer. I guess Whelan was selected because from a West Brom counter-attack position, you want a player who can sit back and see the danger before it happens. He may not be quick, but he'll get himself in the right position, I guess, was Dean Smith's thinking. Also, Andre Green comes on for Albert Adoma. He's going to play down the right wing. 71, Brunt corner here. Swings this one in left-footed at the back post. Bartley up on the back post, heads it across. There's people arriving at the back post and it just floats across. He looked disappointed with that one. Bartley, a half chance there. 73. West Brom break. They had a good little couple of minutes here. Higazi, lovely crossfield ball here. He's robbed Mings. Gale gets it. Murphy is careering forward. It's poor from Gale. Such a good player. I was praising for his decisiveness in the first half, and he can just play that into Murphy's path. And there is a good chance here for Jacob Murphy. And he doesn't make the pass. And he is going to have his head in his hands because on 75 minutes, Villa are piling forward again. They've got an overload now. They've got Grealish, McGinn and El Mohammadi have all come down the right-hand side and they've decided, look, we can't play through them. Let's get our dribbling players on the ball. McGinn slaloms into the box. Grealish is open. He feeds it to Grealish. Everyone in the ground shouts Grealish to shoot. But Grealish is an elite footballer. He knows better. He comes into the box. He wants a penalty, does he? He dribbles, but he's pushed them back even further. This is brilliant from Grealish because they've gone back further and this has opened up the space here for Conor Hourihane. Grealish has got it in the box. He slides it to the right-hand side. Hourihane, edge of the D, is going to hit it with the left foot. He cuts across it, chops the shot and fires it into the top corner. And Villa have got the equaliser. My goodness me, the substitution from Smith works. A more expansive, maybe flair player in that position where the space is where Glenn Whelan was playing, and he gets the ball. And of course, Jack Grealish gets the assist. And of course, he makes a decision not to shoot and to just dribble on, take his time. So comfortable on the ball, lays it back, and Hourihane smashes it in. Yellow card for Kieran Gibbs for dissent, and up goes the atmosphere in the stadium. And here come Villa again. It's a minute later. They're going into the same area. The free kick goes into the box. It's kind of half cleared. Green makes the challenge and the ball goes loose in the box. Jack Grealish can see this. He's going to make the run round behind the defender. He knows if he gets there first that the defender's going to take him down. Little toe end from Grealish. So clever. And down he goes. And what else can the referee do but give a penalty? Absolute pandemonium in Villa Park. From 1-0 down on 75 minutes, Villa now have a penalty on 77, 78 minutes. This has all turned on its head. Up steps Tammy Abraham. Wow, my goodness me. With the right foot, he sends Johnston the wrong way. He sticks it in the corner. Massive noise in Villa Park. And it is 2-1. My goodness me. The turnaround is complete, and I think I need to calm down a little bit, don't I? 84 minutes, James Morrison comes in for Stefan Johansson. He won the playoff, Stefan Johansson, last year with Fulham. He knows the course here, and he's key in a really another key moment. It's not over yet because Morrison gets fed in down the right, and he does everything right here, Morrison. He's on the run, he swings a lovely cross into the middle, it's coming in. Gale's running in on it. Steer runs out, grabs the ball, and Gale throws himself into the challenge and he catches Steer. What is he doing? He's on a yellow card. Oh my goodness, we realise the ref's gone to his pocket. He's going to produce another yellow card. And Dwight Gale, one of the best pure goal scorers, if not the best pure goal scorer in the division, is out of the second leg. It's a red card for Dwight Gale, and now the pendulum has swung right into Villa's favour. Never mind today. Only a few minutes to play against the 10 men, but no Dwight Gale in the return leg. You'd think maybe Robson Kanu is going to be the replacement there, but my goodness me, what a silly moment there. I guess if he gets there half a second earlier, he toe ends that and he scores and he's the hero. So he has to go for it, but he knows he's on a yellow, and it's a cheap yellow for time wasting on a throw-in as well. What a key moment that could turn out to be. 2 Villa players down as well. El Ghazi gets subbed for Kodja, who goes on the right, and Green then goes over to the left. Mings, is going to be okay to play on. Tammy Abraham comes and plays centre-back for 30 seconds. Well, Mings is off. 7 minutes stoppage time, go up. But I think the sense from Villa is, look, we've done the hard work now. Let's go in with a lead, not commit too many forward. 95, Grealish dancing feet again. Feeds Green in the box. He's just blocked out. But no one really taking any chances. And the game ends 2-1. Wow, what a start to these playoff semi-finals. Big chance for Glenn Whelan on 3 minutes. Doesn't take it. Rodriguez hits the bar. Steer tips it on. And then Gale breaks away. Pantomime villain smacks it in the corner. Brilliant finish from Gale. And then West Brom sit back, and they sit back. And I'm saying to the guys sitting next to me, they're playing this really, really well. Driving Villa wide. Crosses going in. Higazi heads it away. Bartley heads it away. Dawson heads it away. Brunt and Johansson stick up the centre of the midfield. It's not pretty. It's not nice to watch. But God damn it, it's tournament football. And West Brom are playing this really, really, really well until Conor Hourihane comes on. Andre Green comes on. But Dean Smith needs to take some credit here, because if you're a Villa fan and you're watching this, were you in the ground saying, Smith, go 4-2-3-1, stick 2 up front, go a bit longer, more balls in the box, play the channels, change what you're doing? Were you a Villa fan doing that? Because I think quite a lot of Villa fans were. He did not do that. He sticks really to his principles here, Dean Smith, and he is very, very much vindicated. It's If West Brom go and win this one 1-0, it's a huge thumbs up for James Shan and a huge thumbs down for Dean Smith. But as it is, he sticks to his principles. The system stays the same. A more expansive player comes in. And okay, yes, you've got Jack Grealish on your team. You've always got a chance. But that player makes the difference by scoring the goal. And then just in the pandemonium, the penalty again, Grealish knows what he's doing. Clever, clever, clever from Grealish. And it is 2-1. But even more key is that red card possibly for Dwight Gale at the end there. How will James Shan reconfigure? I assume he'll play the same system, maybe with different instructions, get those wing-backs forward. It's a bit of a waste. Kieran Gibbs and Mason Holgate can both contribute up front, but he did what he thought he had to do, and until 65, 70 minutes, it really was working well from Shan. So he didn't completely have a nightmare here, but they just couldn't sit in for, 75 minutes and survive. They couldn't do it. So what's he going to do in the return leg? Be interested. Let me know in the comments. Jacob Murphy could come in. Phillips could slip to the left. I suspect we'll see something like that. Jefferson Montero is on the bench. I don't know whether he would use Raheem Harper. There's options there, but none of them Dwight Gale, who is an absolute goal machine at this level. If you look at his record, I think he's played 34, and that would be 25, 24, 26. Some fact check me on that, but big miss for that. So I need to get out of Dodge and get off up to Derby. It's 3:05 and that game kicks off in 2 hours. And I've got to get out of bloody Birmingham. So I'm going to wrap up there. Let me know in the comments, are you a Villa fan? Are you giving a thumbs up to Dean Smith for sticking to his guns? Should he have started with Hourihane and Green? Who knows? Would they have been more susceptible? What's he going to do in the return leg? And how key is that red card for West Brom? And West Brom fans, was Sean too defensive, or was it working an absolute treat until the the substitution on 65 minutes? Obviously didn't work a treat because you're 2-1 down going into the second leg. And do you blame Dwight Gale for going in so hard to try and score that second goal? It's a striker's instinct. He is going to miss the second leg. How key is that? Let me know what you think in the comments. Get your comments in. I'm off to Derby for Derby versus Leeds. Thumbs up, hit subscribe, hit the bell. I'm going to be at all the playoffs games if I make it on time and actually shut up talking. See you very, very soon. Thank you for watching.